Hi everyone. Today, I want to invite you all to make a super quick treat with me. Actually, it's more of a lazy recipe, because there's absolutely no kneading involved. No need to tire ourselves out. But the taste is incredibly addictive. Honestly, a bit like pizza. This recipe is so simple and effortless, making it the perfect afternoon snack. First, grab a slice of bread. Use a knife to gently cut out the center, leaving just the crust outline. Make sure to save that middle piece. Just repeat the process for the rest of the slices. I'm making a few servings today so everyone can grab one. Once the bread is ready, let's slice up some sausages. Keep them fairly thin so they fit perfectly inside the bread later. Now, heat up a pan and melt a little bit of butter, spreading it around nicely. Pop the bread crust right into the pan. Next, arrange the sausage slices inside the frame, leaving a small open space right in the middle. Crack an egg right into that center spot. Then, sprinkle a generous handful of shredded mozzarella on top. You definitely want that cheesy pull. Now, take the middle piece of bread we saved, place it right on top, and give it a gentle press with your spatula. Let the bottom get nice and golden. Then flip it over. Wow! Look at that! The sausage and egg are perfectly cooked. Press down a bit more to help all that cheese melt inside. Once both sides are crispy and golden brown, slide it onto a plate. Add a few slices of cucumber and cherry tomatoes on the side to keep it fresh. Now, let's cut it in half. By the way, where are you watching from? I'm so happy to see our little kitchen reaching people all around the world. Leave a comment and let me know. Look at that amazing cheese pull. And the sausages smell incredible. Pair this with a cold glass of milk, and you've got the perfect breakfast to start your day. Hope you guys enjoy making it. Moving on from our first dish, here's the second recipe I'm super excited to share with you guys: sausage and cheese bread roll-ups. First, grab your sandwich bread and use a knife to trim off all 4 crusts. We just want to keep the soft white part in the middle. Now, take a glass and press down firmly to roll each bread slice until it's completely flat and thin. This step is a lifesaver because it keeps the bread from tearing when we roll it up later. Go ahead and flatten the rest of your slices. Next up, let's prep the filling. Slice your sausages or ham into long, thin strips. Once that's done, place the strips right onto your flattened bread, keeping them neatly lined up along one edge. Now, sprinkle some shredded cheese over the sausages. Then, carefully roll the bread up tightly into a log. To make sure it doesn't pop open while cooking, just use a toothpick to pin the edge in place. Just repeat the exact same steps for the remaining slices until you have enough. Honestly, this little trick works surprisingly well. What do you think? Would you give it a try at home? Let me know in the comments. After that, prep a shallow dish with some beaten eggs. Dip each roll into the egg wash until it gets a nice, even coating all around. Heat up a pan and swirl a little bit of butter around until it smells amazing. Once it's fully melted, gently place the rolls in. Keep the heat on medium and turn them regularly so they get beautifully crispy and the cheese gets perfectly melted inside. Once they're golden brown, plate them up with some cucumbers and tomatoes. And you're good to go. I love seeing people gather around the table, sharing good food and happy moments together every day. Do you enjoy cooking at home as much as I do? Leave a comment and let me know. And here is our third recipe. You guys, trust me, this one is a total crowd pleaser. We're still using up those leftover sandwich crusts. Just gather them on the board, slice them lengthwise, and then chop them into small, bite-sized cubes, just like I'm doing right here. Once the bread is ready, toss it all into a large mixing bowl. Next, grab a large sausage or some good quality ham. Slice it thin, cut it into strips, and then dice it up into small pieces so they match the size of your bread cubes perfectly. Now, add all that diced sausage right into the bowl with the bread. To make everything rich and hold it all together, we're going to crack 3 fresh eggs into the mix. Just crack them straight into the bowl like this. And give it a really good mix with your chopsticks. Make sure to stir it thoroughly so every single piece of bread gets completely coated in the egg and tangled up with the sausage. Sprinkle in a tiny pinch of salt for flavor. Let's heat up a pan. Drop in a small pat of butter, and swirl it around with your spatula until it's fully melted and smells amazing. Once it starts sizzling, pour the whole egg and bread mixture right in, spreading it out evenly to form a nice, perfect circle. Now, sprinkle a handful of shredded cheese right on top. Let it cook until the bottom is nice and golden brown. Since this pizza-sized omelet is pretty big, flipping it with just a spatula can be tricky. Here's a quick hack. Place a lid over the pan. Flip it over onto the lid, and then gently slide it back into the pan to cook the other side. Works like a charm every time. Once both sides are crispy and golden, move it to a cutting board and slice it into bite-sized pieces. Drizzle some ketchup or mayo over the top, and we're all set. It's super flavorful, crispy on the outside, and loaded with that rich, gooey cheese pull. Honestly, both kids and adults are going to absolutely love this. If you like how this looks, definitely give it a try at home. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.